Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with an expanded free trial, which you can play for the entirety of Realm Reborn, the award-winning Heavensward, and the rolling Stormlow expansions up to level 70 for free with no restrictions on playtime, which I am doing right now. Ta-da! Now, last time we were face to face with the... We gathered intel, we stormed the... We rescued Sir Emmerich. And then we went to find Azizla. Judging from Sid's expression, he has news which he believes will please you. What's that noise? Why do I hear them? Ah, we're loading the mech onto the plane, onto the ship. Got it. Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If this lies in that direction, we will find it. The Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no enterprise. We'll catch them, you'll see. Quest accepted. Let's get moving. Cutscene.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again, least of all under these circumstances.
What are you on about?
My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia. Livia? Livia Sastunius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Correct, the very same.
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
my mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. It was his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him. But I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following.
He's a good
and
man.
A new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
Hell yeah, Alfie. Hell yeah.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Correct.
My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Chief, we should be getting close.
Thanks.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Aziz's Law should be.
Hold on, everyone!
We're about to breach. Brace, brace, brace.
Look! I think that's it!
Armor looks damn near golden.
Chief,
It's
not Alagon. Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
handiwork. Very glowy. Heads up, secure.
What was that?
Some sort of barrier.
She won't hold, Chief!
She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller.
Sid, it's no use. We must return to Ishgard and find another way.
God damn it all. Why do the Alagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Amen, Sid. I wish we could just fight. We've lost the orcs. We need to return on half power. Damn it all. Oh, that was just a cutscene. Good to know. We'd barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. Going between the Soleil passed through the barrier unscathed. Certainly will explain why the Vanu call it a key. The faith that drives us. Imperial nuisance. Let's go. I get to take the title. Let's. I'm going to set that title. Imperial nuisance. There. Assuming Sid's correct. Well, I have no reason to think he's not. The Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Aziz's Law. Even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the scene of the Lord Commander, that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsmen when you arrive. They will show you in. Gods, just thinking about all the repairs we'll have to make is giving me a bleeding headache. I wonder, does she have a name? Of course, all ships have a name. Be they of the air or of the sea. Although some may... All vehicles have names. Or at least most of them. Be they of the land, of the air, or of the sea. Although, for some cases, it's... given them a... Well, they might not all have... Ah, look, we're at the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. Ah, You returned. Sir Emmerich and the others await you within.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allegans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
In essence, an electric fence.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't
Thank you
think
for the
Vanu
follow,
keep
Sophia
us
Noah.
spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Currently in a cutscene, so...
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
First off, who the heck are you, and what? Everything is alright.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's
We're
command
not
of
friends
the sea.
yet.
A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing two galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
Not much right now. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy.
We create a ram of condensed ether
Plus,
and
I've
mount it
been
on my
very
ship.
busy.
There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one
It's actually
such
quite
individual.
fun, this game is fun.
An Archon? Truly?
Truly.
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the
A
ram.
lot of work. And I'm going to an event hosted by Nintendo
Just
tomorrow.
you wait, my pretty.
No filming,
By the time
just
I'm
pictures.
finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
Allowed. Given how you aren't trying to be so friendly to me, do I know you from anywhere? Also, Tataru has something to say. Reminder. Womst. That's something I will not disclose until I can verify your identity. Come back, Kanazi. How does the mission? I have this feeling there is something you're not telling me. Ask away. Typical. Quest complete, and next one. The Ethereal Trail. Accept. I am happy with how it is right now. Of course, I might make some tweaks here and there, but I don't know if it's quite yet time for version 3.0. It's a good place to look. Yeah. Oh, looks like we're going back to Ul'dah. Well, that's because I'm using very limited tracking. I don't have anything for hand tracking or anything. I just have face tracking. And even that's very limited because I haven't set up perfect sync or anything like that. In fact, for a lot of the mouth move, a lot of the talking here, is actually being done using the mic. And not even the main mic that I'm using for what you're hearing right now. No, the mic on my headset. Because that way... Go to Ul'dah. That's an old. There we go. I've been working on it, but I haven't been able to properly determine exactly what I need to, what honestly needs to be in there. I used to have them, but used to have a bunch set up, but since I changed my overlay, I forgot to remake them. If you have suggestions, go ahead and say them. Because I'm thinking chat rules, links to socials, and all that stuff. Although that is kind of mirroring what I'm doing on my... schedule data, and maybe also... oh yeah, little headers about... headers, mostly just files acting as headers. I do have a Discord, yes. Which is here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the Discord on my end here so I can monitor what's going on. No, don't switch to the Yeti Classic. There we have stuff. Double join. Huh. Interesting. It's a very chill server, but do be mindful of the rules. I don't just accept friend requests from just about anyone. Hey, watch out for the more. Hey, watch out for the marshal. I love it when other players just block the NPCs. Fine. But do note you have one chance. And then you will... Let's see it. I'll pull Discord over to the side here. I have Discord up to the side, so if you want to share your ideas there... Actually, no, wait until after stream, because that way I have my data right. Oh. Go on. They lived. Hey, that's... You stole his wand! By me, Marshal. Oh. Afer. Ah, 'tis as I did surmise. Judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth upon this wand, it has assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely, the very first that man had conceived to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize a life stream, flow. The spell entailed the reduction of the corporeal form to its constituent aether, that the caster might enter the life stream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requires not a lengthy incantation. That your scholar should choose to employ such a spell speak of the need for haste. All of which would suggest she managed to escape. Would that it were so simple. Note that the scholars of Sharlayan forbade the use of this spell, and with good reason. Caster have but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safe unto his destination, another would be sent adrift in the life stream, never to emerge. What? No, you can't mean. Be not downcast, my friends. There is yet hope. 'Tis like that your soul's passage have left traces in the life stream. But follow these from the point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. The excavation site then. Thanks for your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Estela's safe return. And there we've ads. There we have the ads. Those are the only ads allowed, by the way. We're on to Central Fanalan. The Sultana lives. And Bayo Ayo. I've not seen this one before. Oh. Mount. Ryanje. Evidence of... Oh, I'll wait for the ads to end. Evidence of Y'shtola's presence will have been made faint by time, but mayhap a few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. Cutscene! Come on, bud. Come on. And this is where we would need a white mage. Wait, why are we looking up there? Ah. Go ahead, have some. The trail leadeth north and to the north and east, unto the bosom of the Heavensward. Are you certain? Aye, there's no mistake. Thither have Y'shtola journeyed. Yet the Gredanians have reported no sightings. Mistake this means she's still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the life stream is more akin to a raging torrent. Linger over long in the midst of this maelstrom, and the infinite form of one's soul shall surely be scattered, ne'er to be reformed. We have no time to waste. Ryanje, pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Knezi, Taru, we three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seedseer's aid. Let's move. Wait, Nofika's altar, I can go there. There. That. A Fernets to Conjurer's Guild. Alphano to Taru. It is said that the elementals perceive the live stream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in its midst, they might be able to find her. But if we are to appeal to them to assistance, we must needs do so through their chosen, the Pajal. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with Kanisano without delay. Activate the quest! I've already requested an audience with the Elder Seedseer. She will receive us in the letter sent presently. But we need but speak with the conjurer yonder to be admitted. That one. The Elder Seedseer awaits. Pray follow me. Please tell me it's spoken. Welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. So basically, your Sola is adrift in the life stream. She is somewhere out there. I see. So, as you say, we must needs act swiftly if we are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the life stream. And as you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided, however. Exactly what I was... Oh, loading animation.
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
Yes.
That being...
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the Elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The Elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Oh! I know just the person! Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
Perfect timing for that character to be pulled in. The plot. Not sure if it's first time or second time. Tataru, lead the way. Akalu Falls. Wait, I've seen her before. I've seen her before. I know exactly where she is. Eden. Eden, what's our Eden? There she is. The eyes, the hair, I knew it. Yes, is there something you require? Lady Mifra? Mifra, it's an honor to meet you. My name is Alphino Lefayette. It's the Taru. Your sister. She's missing. So you're my sister's comrades in the silence of the Seventh Dawn. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Y'shtola, but all my efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. Forbidden smell of all things. And she should be so reckless. But what is done is done. Thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. Oh, half-sister. Oh yeah, Seekers of the Sun, that's a paternal society. Look, the reason Lalafell actually takes such big steps is because they have the characters. Oh, it's a spoken cutscene. It's because the characters actually have to keep the same pace.
Raya O, Arun, if you would.
Arun, if you would.
Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Oh, what? Are we getting the Sharlayan back already?
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
Wait. Is that her? Is that her? Is she back?
There. Now.
Pull her back in and piece her back together. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly switch to this because wolves on her. We got her back. She's blind. Oh, burrito time. It's burrito time.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once.
Yes.
All that remains is to pray, my friends.
to New Redania. Hey, we're in the roost. Oh, he's still alive. Seeing her face again, I've been so worried. Without the Seed Seer's aid, you're stolen me. We've been lost to forever. We've been forever lost to us. I shall go to the Lotus and to offer them my heartfelt thanks. Wait, Stola is resting within an inn room. Though she's still unconscious, the signs are positive. Conjurers say she is in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? First to the Leatherworkers Guild. Because you know we need to do this. Oh, Guildmaster. What is it? I'm a busy woman, so please be quick about it. Choose to place an order, speak with Randall. Here to retrieve an order? For Mistress Tataru, you say? Given a good time, I finished it but moments ago. And it was no small coup working into her specifications. But I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However did that girl come by chimerical hide anyway? You need balls of steel or a balls of steel or a bottomless coin purse, and it seems to me she had neither. We have our resources. We have our ways of acquiring it. But we have some people with balls of steel. And we just used the warp. Almost felt like that guy was just T-posing. No, seriously, that's what it felt like. There we go. Airship landing is the fastest way to get to the end of this quest, so I do have the items. Ah, yes. Cutscene. Cutscene. Let's put on an orchestrion roll.
Tataru.
Oh. This is one of those moments where custom animation would have acted out way more expression, but it's fine.
Thank the 12.
She's looking past us.
Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
Wait.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream. The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find.
Oh.
I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we were in Ishgard, you see.
Oh. Oh, yeah, we must stay out of this. There we go.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yeah, it has.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
That's the long and short of it.
Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Allagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon.
Yeah, I got no clue either.
But I know of one who could.
Urianje.
A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and
Oh,
one
never
of the
mind.
finest scholars ever
Master
to grace
Matoya.
Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
Dang! You stole, when... In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Matoya. In the field of etheric research, she was without rival. I have no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master's always been willful. Gods forbid anyone disagrees with her. When the Gallian Empire first marched upon Eosia some 15 years ago, the denizens of Sharlayan were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the Exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's life on the fringes of the abandoned city. So it is to the Dravanian hinterlands we must go. To the place of my birth. I want to say, I were born in Sharlayan, our days there were short. We remained only until the Exodus, and I have not returned since. So it's to be a homecoming then. As fine a reason as any to go to Sharlayan. And it would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit. I believe you've mistaken our primary objective, Gestalt. Well, at any rate, our journey will take us through largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. I love how these are just dangling there. Should probably get them. Foundation. Sharlayan is situated in the Dravanian hinterlands. To get there, we must strike west and traverse through the breadth of Dravanian forelands. Make no mistake, it will be a grueling journey. Parts will be comprised of Knezi, Y'shtola, and myself. Tataru, pray remain in Ishgard and continue the search for our missing friends. Yes, sir! Let's make for Tailfeather. Luckily, I already have. Wait, I can fly here, I think. I can fly, you dummy. A long soak in the live stream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone, but rest assured my strength is returning to me. I should be back to my former self ere long. And we have ads. I need to get a better view of this later. After the ads are over. One moment whilst I grab the books. I have all 3 of them. Don't worry. If 3 has the language stuff on it. Five, 2. Bingo. I have this. I have the book. I can actually now compare. First character there looks to be like an R. No, it looks to be a K. No, wait, that's the wrong one. Close to an... Yeah, it looks close enough to be a K. I'll keep that bookmarked for later. I believe I'm sufficiently rested. Let's continue west to Sharlayan. Once we descend the mountain path, we will arrive at the Dravanian hinterlands. From there it's but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we shall be passing through Naf territory. We must needs be wary of him and the dragons both. I can fly, dumbass. At least I think I can. Yes, I can. I can fly, you silly. So first thing I'm gonna do ahead of flying into the new zone is actually finish the map. I mean, this map is easy enough. There is markings here. Plus, I know the in-game language well enough that I can tell you this is the Smoldering Wastes. Summoning stone here. This area is out of bounds. Here I am flying over the Smoldering Wastes. Oh, by the horns there's a fake there. Lofas Naf. Gonna be flying up here, taking this heading. Hopefully I can actually go through, although I absolutely doubt it, unless Oh, this area has a massive... The Z-axis on this one is massive. Avalonia Fallen. Your mount can fly no higher. Okay, I found the height limit. 7.4. Z level 7.4. Luckily, all I need to do is this, and then I can head back to the next zone. Now I can head back down here. Look at this area. This is where dragons live. Flying over Annex Shrine right now. There, Annex Shrine. There we go, almost done with this map. This area is not yet mapped out. As you can see, just this area is not yet charted out on the map. What's this? Unless... Ah, it's a vista. Onyx Miner. Look, I can fly now, so I can just go ahead and skip this entire wall. Never mind, you cannot skip that entire wall. It's time for cutscene.
To the Thalaic River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Sharlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
Oh, wait, I have a view now. I had a view of the letters. Matoya dwells on the far side of the Thalaic River. Let's search for a crossing. And from here I cannot see it. No, I'm not dealing with you today. Look, there's an A for current, so obviously I'm going to attune to it. Never mind, this guy needs to die first. I don't trust that they spawned naturally. Wait. Hey, markings. Oh, of course, goblins. Slick tricks to Gobnanimous. We discovered a new location and therefore earned 7,280 rogue experience. Thanks, in. I think the goblins are actually using this. I'm actually moving slowly, so... Wait, A for right. A for right. Okay, never mind. Never mind, the goblins are very much not happy with my presence. Van Gogh. Find a place to cross the Faliac River. Oh, there's a... Oh look, there's a damselfly and there's an A for right. There's an A for current. Tap it. Running hinterlands have 5. That was supposed to be... Oh, that was an Aethernet shard before. No, wait. This is actually what an Aetherite used to look like. Back in 1.0. Collector's Quarter. Big West shortstop. You're still there now. Bridge ahead has collapsed. I'm afraid we shan't be crossing here, but it... Knowledge... Yeah, the only thing that makes sense there on the first word is knowledge. Let me just stop here and grab the book. My great book of knowledge. Let me just... Boom. Wait, that's the wrong button. Nah. Wait, that's weird. That's not even accurate. Unless I'm misreading it. No, it is actually properly written. That's an A. Wait. It's not proper Eosian. That's an A. And that's not a W, that's a U. And this. That's an H. That's an H. Basically, the Sharlayans were drunk when they built that. Okay. N-O. Yeah, this makes no sense. This makes no sense. Let me just do this. Hide all. Turn the camera. And zoom in as close as I can. This is not correct. If I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Notepad. Font. New Eosian. Let me just pull up my notepad here. Look. That isn't an O. That isn't a G, that's a C. Look. This is the text that's on the structure. I'll just change the font real quick. This is what it says. It makes no sense. Let me just screenshot this because this ruins my immersion. This kind of ruins the immersion to me. I'm just gonna go ahead and share this to my other phone. It's my Final Fantasy enjoying friend. Wait, I don't know where it's saved to. D video. this shows that something went wrong there. And even in Idleshire, it still doesn't match. Please just tell them that they notice that it's wrong. Knowledge seeks no man. That's incorrect. Here, let me just... That's how it's a look. This is what it's supposed to be if it was knowledge seeks no man. During the 6th Astral era at the turn of the 13th century, men of the northern nation of Sharlayan. Knowledge seeks no man. So this is the motto of the Sharlayan engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. On arriving at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement. And the settlement prospered, so much so that it came to be counted amongst Eosia's great city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Sharlayan's become an empty husk of her former self. Our planner is mistaken. Sharlayan has new keepers and is on cusp of a new age of glory. Goblins. Goblins here to plunder the city. Our planner is mistaken muchly. We are not thieves. This place is our home. Your home? Last I looked, that was mine and Alphino's. We were born here. My Outlander's abandoned city. Oh, ad break. We're in ad break. Hold up, let me just share it with the Grand Company. with the FC I'm usually chatting with. Grave linguistic mistake. Anyway, we're back from ads. Here we go. When Outlanders abandoned city, Outlanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Outlanders trespasses. My friends, please, we did not come to dispute your claim to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We would desire but to cross the river. We calm, I beg of you, and let us speak like the civilized folk that we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. Oh, is he trying to... Gobo is thinking. Don't worry. Oh. That's the truth. Outlanders are welcome here. Come with Slowfix. Slowfix will show Outlanders settlement. Yes, a hard settlement. Name of Idleshire. What have we got here? Guests? Yes, you. I'm Alvin Olivia, and may I introduce my companions? Kalizila, Chesh, and Shisola. Returning far in search of a friend and seek to cross the river. Finding the main bridge collapse, you went looking for a detour and ended up stumbling into Slowfix and his cute crew, is that right? That's the short of it, This place, Idleshire. I came expecting a ghost town, so suffice to say I'm surprised to find it so alive. Well, with all them precious artifacts lying about, it was only a matter of time before treasure hunters like me moved in. But we weren't the first to arrive, neither. By then, Slowfax and his gobby friends were already settled. At first, gobbies and hunters disliked each other. But understanding came, then friendship. Now gobbies and hunters have joined hands to build a great new nation. So that's what happened after we Sharlayans departed. Ah, so you're locals. No hard feelings, I hope. All these nice buildings, and no one to live in them. Felt like a waste, you know. Trying to put the place to rights. Things have been going well for the most part. But it ain't all true sailing. Smooth sailing. Not to sound ungrateful, but the traps your people have lying about are a bloody nuisance, and then there's the Illuminati harrying us day and night. Slowfix has a bright idea. Outlanders desire mutual understanding, yes? The best way to understanding is helping one another. Help citizens of Edelshire and Outlanders can be citizens too. Citizens are free to cross the river. Well, I'm not aware of a quicker way to reach our destination. Let us assist Slowfix and his people. I'll grab the Uchi Katana just in case, because I guess I want to start leveling up Samurai. Knots and crosses. Knots and crosses. Knots and crosses. Knots and crosses. There we go. Small town, only 2 aphorites. Only 2 shards. We have the aphorite. Although it's clear the goblins put something on it, installed it into an apparatus. I don't like the color of the water. Seems irradiated. I'll just skip through this quest line. That's not knowledge. That's not knowledge seeks no man. Only the last two words on it are correct. The first two are completely wrong. We here. We be see lieber. Yeah, I'm not dealing with it. I'm letting that fate just time out because that is revenge and eventual revengeance. That's an entire chain. Also, this Aphrodite's down. There's a shard is down. In fact, it's not even an Aphrodite shard anymore. It's not even an Aphrodite shard. That's a full-on Aphrodite. $750 yalms to the west. We here. The Maker's Quarter. Activate hide mode because I need to go ahead and find a goblin amongst them. Found them. It's Brayflox! It's our old pal Brayflox all talks. Yep, there we go. Goodly Uplander, good time no eye catch. Long time no eye catch. What bringing an Uplander here? Does Uplander have lust eyes for junk of Brayflox? Uplander must not be touching junk of Brayflox. Brayflox is finding junk first. I knew I recognized that voice. Greetings, Brayflox. It's been a while. Forgive us for interrupting your work, but Captain Westgate gave me to understand that you are marked by the Illuminati. This happens to be the Illuminati held territory. Is it wise to be here? Brayflox eat the Illuminati for synapses. Who eats who for synapses? Quick fix all thoughts. Ah! Brayflox all talks unwise of you to come here after dirty taking secret knowings of cheesemake from Illuminati. Brayflox did no one right. Cheese recipe is gobby birthright. Save ton flax for trading in Death Pit. Big war machine. Bring to Godfathers, for punishment is near times. It appears we have no choice. It appears we have no choice. potent spell. Huzzah! Outlander is Brayflox's Iron Fist! Chee-hee! Chee-hee! Eliminating no match for furious gold fists of Brayflox. More chunk is awaiting Brayflox. Actually, Brayflox taking leave of Uplanders. Being embroiled in a cheese war is the last thing I expected coming to Sharlayan. At any rate, we have fulfilled Slowfix's request. Let us return with the good tidings and be on our way. Heavensward. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a pretty pic. That's a pretty area picture. Half 6. Outlanders are back. Did Outlanders find friends of Slowfix? Time has not cured recklessness of Brayflox. Without help from Uplanders, Brayflox would now be dead gobby. Slowfix owes Uplanders debt of gratitude. Slowfix and Brayflox are joined by unseverable gobby bond. If Slowfix had known that Uplanders are friends of Brayflox, Slowfix would have welcomed the Uplanders to Gobbyflock at first meeting. I'll take the Heaven's Eye materia for now. A bird sick them. Call. Uplanders have upheld bargain most highly. As promised, Slowfix makes Uplanders honored citizens of Heavensward, free to cross river at will. Though Uplanders must leave for now, Slowfix hopes that Uplanders will pay many visits and help build a great new nation. You are most kind, my friend. You may be certain that we will return. I must confess, at first it upset me to learn my home had been occupied by others. But now I see that it is in good hands. Under your care, I look forward to seeing Sharlayan thrive once more. Become a home for people of all races and creeds. Slowfix has already ordered the Gob Watch to let Uplanders through. Safe travels! Off and out, lazy, shall we then? Across the river, they came. There's Rowena. Oh, this is a little secret back office. Midnight do. Hey, there we have. Just perfect. Wrong time. Wrong time to get ads. Good. ads are over, so let's... Yeah. Aria Jason. Hi. The reason I'm slightly suspicious of this situation is because, well... In fact, let me just initiate that one just real quick. I've just had some bad experiences with people just initiating with a hello, how are you doing today? I order a few self-accept lines can come and go at will. Oh, in DMs often they break the rule. Which I think I have set as a chat rule on Twitch as well. Is there any particular... Are you just here to watch? You want to chat or anything? No, that wasn't the case. It's a different one. The no soliciting rule. I am from the Netherlands. There it is. It is in the chat here. Also... Oh look, the app is installable. And click install. I have to verify my sign in. Ah, Floridian. There we go. Continue on our journey. Oh, they're back. Oh, they're all running away. Yeah, we might want to run. Yup. Boom. There we have it, a great, big, earth-shattering kaboom! Few years already, and why did... Might I ask, why did you capitalize that? You didn't need to. In fact, you could even shorten it to XIV, and I would still understand. Barring any misadventure, we shall soon arrive at the cave where Matoya resides. Once you have finished business in Igleshire, let us strike out at once. Few years already, but on stream, I don't even remember how long. Oh well, a little bit of web development, some watching. There are a few TV. There's at least one TV show I follow. Ah, Camper. Interesting to know. Oh wait, we forgot to... I rushed ahead. I had to speak on his stall. Oh, I took it to you the quest. Once, didn't really like it. I sleep best in my own bed. Well, normally it's Friday 9 o'clock, Saturday and Sunday 4 o'clock, but this week I'm gonna be moving. I literally decided a couple hours ago that I'm gonna move tomorrow's stream, which is 4 o'clock Central European time, back to 7 p.m. same time zone, because I don't wanna have to rush home after an event. Yeah. Very easy, very nice. Although I need to actually change a file here. There we go. Ah, boy, a marble offshoot. Wonderful. Oh, hey, the assets I make, my entire overlay, maybe except for the chat and the wallpaper. The chat I bought, the wallpaper and the outfit on my model. Everything except for those three things were made by me. Meaning, this window here was hand developed. Okay, I best. What do you mean by assets? Frog mage. There is Lola and Alfie. Is the entrance? You seem unconvinced. The entrance. Ah. Yes. One moment, I need to do something. Discord, I am going to have to say, let's really just, if you want to say it, say your ideas, and then have any ideas, just say them. And Instagram, definitely not. It's time for a fight. cutscene time.
Don't you know it's rude to enter without knocking?
No.
The use of today. No manners at all.
I'm guessing. Yeah, sorry, but I'm going to have to say, Arya, you just broke rule number 3. And Sophia Noah, if you're watching, I'm on to you. You're very much. Given the way you did that, just giving your entire script there, makes me think. Yeah, that's no. Oh look, it's Montoya.
Though we neglected to knock, we did create something of a commotion. I had hoped that would suffice.
Heavy-handed as ever, I see. And still not a hint of grace. Some things never change.
To give credit where credit is due, I learned from the best. It has been too long, Master Montoya.
Indeed it has. Oh, it's good to see you again, my girl. And with your fiery spirit unquenched. But look at you, all grown up and womanly. The one there in the fancy duds. That's Louis Soir's granddaughter, I take it?
Grandson.
Grandson, begging your pardons. You knew my grandfather, my lady?
Yes.
Knew him? Ha! We were constantly at each other's throats. Like rabid dogs we were. Oh, he was a stubborn bucker, was your grandfather.
Never
a dull
known
moment
him
when he was around, I'll give him that. As for you, boy, I've known you since you were a rosy-cheeked babe at the teat.
And my sister too, I gather. May I say what an honor it is to meet you again, my lady?
Extremely
Spare me the hollow pleasantries, boy. I'll wager my remaining good teeth you didn't come to a forgotten corner of Eorzea to flirt with a wrinkly old woman. Now out with it. What is it you need of me?
Let me just enable this. Not that. There we go. There we go. Activating automatic dialogue. Pop it up. Come on. And so we explained the situation to him.
Azizla. I never thought I'd hear that name again.
You are familiar with it?
As familiar as one can get from poring over musty old tomes. The Alagons set the Isle afloat not long before the sun set on their empire. Old Louis Soir and I often talked about it. The place is home to a research facility dedicated to finding ways of mastering mighty beings, such as primals and dragons. And find ways it did too, frightening ones. Such secrets as lie buried on Azizla aren't fit to see the light of day. And now you tell me a band of dragon-baiting primal botherers are trying to dig them up?
Yes.
Indeed. And to make matters worse, the Ascians have a hand in their plot. They must be stopped, no matter the cost.
I see. Very well.
Very well.
You will help us then? Truly? I had not anticipated such an impassioned response. Could it be that the presence of young blood has stirred your own?
Ah, some things never change. One day that pertness is going to cost you your tail, my girl. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Forbidden knowledge.
"'Twas some 50 years ago, shortly after Garlemald had brought all of Ilsabard under its rule. Faced with the threat of invasion, the people of Sharlayan scrambled about for a means to resist the Empire. For my part, I was tasked with developing an etheric converger.
Ah, yes. A device which draws in ether and concentrates it to produce a destructive force.
A weapon.
But as my research neared its end, it was denounced by the Forum, who claimed that my device was more likely to destroy us than our enemies.
Oh, right, weapon.
After that, they and I had a little falling out, and I decided to seal away all the fruits of my research, lest the dunder-headed ingrates reap any benefit. Ha! Petty, I know, but gods, it was satisfying.
Oh.
Do mine ears deceive? 'Twas you, was it not, who was so fond of saying that all knowledge exists to advance mankind, that how it is used depends on us?
Exactly.
I don't remember. Perhaps. All right, yes. It was a pet phrase of mine. And that should give you a notion of how sick and tired I was of those spineless wretches of the Forum. All talk
and no trousers that lot.
That's why I decided to remain behind, rather than join the Exodus.
You may have had your disagreements with my grandfather, but upon that point, your minds were as one.
With respect, Master, the fruits of your research should not be left to spoil. Will you share with us the secrets of the etheric converger?
Aye, I will. All the information you need is contained in a tome I wrote on the subject, but you'll have to fetch it from the forbidden section of the Great Library.
Ah, you were not exaggerating when you said that you had sealed it away. Though the city is abandoned, the library's guardians are all but certain to remain. We must needs cut a path through them. Come, let us away.
Not so fast. You don't expect that you can just waltz on in now, do you?
Also, look at all those rugs. the great library's guardian shouldn't pose any difficulty for a hero like you. But if it turns out you weren't up for the task, and I know you can't be trusted with something as dangerous as an etheric ram, but I'll put a pair of familiars at your disposal. One's a Porogo who will help you locate the tome. The other's that room yonder. We'll let you into the library. Well, what are you waiting for? Introduce yourself, boy. Yeah, what? I'm disrespectful to dust. Can you see that I'm sorry? Switcheroo, sweep with me or die. Can't you do any can you do any less? Side quest. Woe is me, Ribbit. Just tell you I'll have my hide. You are a guest, and you would lend me your aid. Thank you, kind adventurer. I am in your debt. I am Sararogo, a humble servant of Mistress Montoya. I am tasked with picking leaves from the herb garden, which I make her tea. Alas, drawn to their medicinal properties, bugs have recently taken to ravaging the herbs. Sararogo's common life. Sararogo. Greetings, good sir. I am Broomsy, my lady's servant of some 50 years. May I say what an honor it is to serve you? I am given to understand you wish to enter the great Gubal Library. To find it, pray head east upon leaving this cave. The building will come into view shortly after you reach the collapsed bridge. I shall go and fetch my fellow familiar on my way to the entrance. When your preparations are in order, pray come and meet me there. It'll be my pleasure to unlock the door for you. I don't know why I gave it the voice of Free for Free Guilty Spock, but I did. Crush. One, two. Rogo. Carcassonne meeting's roomy, I'm gonna call it. Hey, a cockatrice. Oh, there's poor pirogos. Oh, another Aephorite. Knocked over. Pharaoh Rogo. You stand before the great Gubal Library, one of Heideland's foremost repositories of knowledge. Alas, it has fallen into disuse since the Exodus, some summer since. In all those years, its halls have welcomed not the coming of a single soul. Its floors felt not the loving brush of a broom. Mine apologies, sir. Pray pay no mind to the dreams of a humble broom. You are doubtless eager to venture within and retrieve my lady's tome. I shall unlock the door at once. When you have what you seek, pray return to the cave and report to my lady. There we have the quest. There we have the dungeon. But I feel like calling it here. So let me just see who we can raid out to. Never mind, there's an ad break, and Twitch hasn't notified me of an ad break once. This entire stream. Come on, let's wait until... I'm gonna have to wait until the ads are over because I don't know what happens if I kick it into... Actually, to be safe, I'm just gonna end the stream. No raid today. Blah blah. In 18 seconds, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up here today.